team.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Back to Morris. Takes the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Left side Jackson. Morant reaches to Adams. Payne for three. Doesn't go for him. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Jackson passes to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
As we know, there's no magic way to defend Kawhi Leonard. You just do the best you can each time down the floor.
Nobody near George. Off target with his three. Memphis with the ball. It's a three-point game.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Beautiful from Kawhi, establishing himself and going to work. Love the confidence.
Morant with it, guarded now by Jackson, and finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Adams trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Morant.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. And George with the stop.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Payne against George. Morant with a wide-open look. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 7 points.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Outside Jackson. Outside Leonard. Zubac kicks to George. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. The baseline J. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Morant surveying the D. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Leonard dishes to Morris. Back to Leonard. Jackson passes to Leonard. And the layup is good. He's got 7. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Los Angeles.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Morant against Jackson. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Outside Jackson. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Payne, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Shot from the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Adams sets the pick for Bain. Offensive rebound, and Adams kicks to Brooks. Second chance shot. Left side, Bain. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Yeah, and he had to be tangled up there with that backhand crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Go up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Bain passes to Morant. Now Bain. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Clippers leading by 7. Jackson kicks to Morris. Leonard looking over the floor. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
Kawhi Leonard will never shy away from carrying the offensive load. He can step up and do that for his team.
Outside, Bain. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. George finds Morris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. There's the pass to Zubats. Back to Jackson. Dish now to Morris. Passes to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
To the wing on the left. And they double up Morant. And a wide open look for Bain. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. That's good for George on the assist by Morris. George has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
This is his first free throw of the game. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Bain passes to Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Possibly the strongest guy in the league, Steven Adams forces defenses to be assertive with him.
We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
Morant with it, guarded now by Jackson. Back to Morant. And again, Memphis no good. On offense, here are the Clippers. This run now up to 13-2. And George kicks to Jackson. Out to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Adams defending. It's good. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Adams with the screen on Jackson. Moran finds Adams.
Ball into from the way back. Clippers ball.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Leonard fires away from outside, and Bain pulls it down.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
Clippers leading by 17. Jackson passes to George. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Jackson. Brooks kicks to Bain. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bain. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
On the wing, Morris. Up top, Leonard. Brooks covering. The shot from 20 feet away. And George gets it to go. George has got 9.
And this is PG's role. He's out here to shoot the ball and to do it often.
Bain for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
George against Bain. Out to Morris. Right side Jackson. Here's George. Just 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the triple. And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron moves going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Here's Conchar. Misses the 3. Clippers leading by 13. Covington with it. Now Green defending. Takes it out to Covington. Here's Powell. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
That one is no good. The Clipper shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Down low. Ball passes to man. Clippers moving the ball around. Covington with the bucket.
You love how Covington stretches the defense. He is too accurate from range.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Jones looking for an opening. Bob up there for Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
It's hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Wall dishes to Powell. Pass to man. It's Covington on the wing. For the 3. 5 to shoot. Powell the pass to Wall. From outside the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. 1 on the clock. The kick out to Wall. Clock at 4. The three-pointer, no good. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Williams. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Good on the triple. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
In rhythm, what a beautiful release by Danny Green. The catch and shoot, he has it to a science.
Kicks it out to Covington. Batum inside. He's covered by Clark. And Batum throws it down.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Outside, Jones. Outside, Williams. That shot off. Good D by Covington. Dishes it to Batum. Pass to Man. Back to Covington. Jones against Wall. It's Covington on the wing. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Covington's got 6 in the quarter.
Quick attack by Covington, not giving the defense a chance to get all over him.
Conchar, the pass to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Man, and there's the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Jones kicks to Green. The pass to Clark. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. All with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Man passes to Wall. It's rebounded by Memphis. Going inside. Conchar. It's deflected.
A sneaky presence at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Wall. Passes it to Pop. Out to the wing. Pass to Wall. It's Covington on the wing. With 4 seconds on the clock. Good. 8 points for Robert Covington.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Green is out there with Williams. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. All taking his time here. 5 Outside Covington. Back to Wall. Kicks it to Powell. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Covington from the arc. Green with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jones dishes to Williams. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Los Angeles leading by 12. Mann passes to Covington. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Mann. Back to Powell. It's tipped. Outside, Wall. Up again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Green passes to Jones. All sorts of time. And with the rebound.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
The pass to Powell. Outside, Wall. Takes it out to Covington. Here's Mann. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. Takes it out to Covington. Passes it to Mann. Outside, Wall. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5 to end the cold streak. Outside for Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 19 points.
The three-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
Morant passes to Adams. Shoots over Zubac. Adams' shot is good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Jackson up top, guarded by Morant. Morris kicks to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Adams. Morant with it, guarded now by Jackson. Adams, the pass to Morant. Payne for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Payne needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Jackson passes to Morris. Outside, George. Back to Morris. And the pass to Leonard. Shoots the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First team.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant outside. The feed to Jackson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
He can beat you from the outside and the inside. Jaren Jackson's versatility and his skill set is a huge asset for this team.
Morris looking over the floor. Back to George. The turnaround jumper. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morant against Jackson. And Morant throws it down.
This is why he has the ball. John Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Outside Leonard. It's stolen by Adams. Passes it to Morant. Kick out to Adams. Outside Jackson. Puts up a three. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A narrow win under difficult. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Steve Smith.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K. Well, these two teams tonight, they are loaded with young talent. Doris, the future looks bright.
Well, they're loaded with young talent, and it is fearless talent. These are squads that are going to be tremendous to watch for the next several years. Tonight could be a preview of the next generation of stars to come.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Over to the wing. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. Bain with it. Clock at 6. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, came up empty.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Morant against Russell. Up top, Anderson. The 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Morant against Russell. 5 on the clock. Anderson for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. Endorsed with Gobert. It still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Here's Gobert. Grizzlies with the rebound. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Jackson, pass to Bain. The three is up. Gets the three to fall.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. To the inside, Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
The three from Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
The three from Bane. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bane's got 9 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Bane. 9 points in the game. Goes up on the wing. No luck on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. According to their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success. Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
And I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Back to Bane. The three is up. Edwards pulls it in. So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
We don't.
Boy, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got the handle, I've got the strength off the dribble, drive, pretty move.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's Adams with the finish.
Boy, Steven Adams just plays with tremendous energy and aggression. Look out, Rim.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Anderson with a screen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Here's Morant. 32 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Bane. Launches it. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Outside Bane. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Can't get it to fall.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Timberwolves.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
Edwards against Bain. Pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Outside Morant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Brooks finds Jackson. From downtown, sends it home from three-point land.
And that's part of what makes Jackson Jr. so dangerous. He's great inside, but can also shoot from the perimeter.
Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. And Morant over to help. The kick out to Edwards. From outside, off the mark. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Good, fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Outside Morant, pass to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Russell to pass to Anderson. Outside Edwards. Over Bain. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his fourth rebound in this one. Outside Morant. Inside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contributed to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Now here's Bain. There's the three. Drops in the three. Bain's got 12 points in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Edwards with it. Fires for three. Brooks with the rebound. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Outside Morant. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Russell to pass to Anderson. Anderson with a screen on Bain. Outside Russell. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 7.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
Up top, Bain. He's got 12. Here's Jackson. Outside for Morant. Back to Jackson. Stolen by Russell. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Bain finds Jackson. Outside for Morant. And we're through the first half of play here. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
The Grizzlies, 24. The Timberwolves, 26.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Xavier Tillman is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The Timberwolves shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Pass to Moore. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Memphis has gotten 5 in their 9 attempts from deep to go. It's Tillman with a drive. Here's Conchar. Tillman in the post. Working on Reed. Oh, and Reed with a block. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Noel, no good. Memphis trailing here.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys.
Pass to Conchar. From behind the arc. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Here's Moore. Clark covers. Pass to Moore. Three-pointer. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work. Consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. They get it back. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Deflects the pass. Left side, Williams. Here's Tillman. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. And they take the lead. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Noel. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Nice move. And the layup is good. Noel's got his first points of the game.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Here's Conchar, and here's Clark. Reed with the rebound. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. There's a screen. Here's Moore. Soft touch off the glass.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Here's Conchar. Let's go with a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. 56 seconds left in the third. Here's McLaughlin looking for his first basket, still in this one. Williams defending. Good on the shot. 41 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Conchar. To the middle. Here's Clark. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That one's off. And the second free throw is good. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Moore. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Here's Conchar. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves ahead. Lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Minnesota, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Moore in at the 3 slot. Here's Conchar, down low. Here's Clark, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Edwards. Russell, a screen on Bain. Russell against Morant. Russell into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Outside Bain for 3. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Ooh, he's been hot from out there, helping to keep them in this game.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
The 3 from Russell. The shot no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
From deep, Bain. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it. Checked by Brooks. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Brooks outside. That's tipped. Outside Edwards. Crosses over. Pass to Gobert. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Jackson, pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Kicks it out to Anderson. McDaniels from long range. He can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Payne with it. Russell covering. Outside Morant. Back to Clark. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they moved the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Edwards. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Just a forward shooting. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up missing both free throws. Minnesota shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And he's headed to the line. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this was... There's so many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was... So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Jackson finds Morant. Pass to Clark. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson outside. No good on the shot. Good D by Gobert. Russell attacking to end the drought. Oh, offline.
And all Russell has to do is push out the distractions and focus on the task at hand. He can do this.
So he can't get either to fall. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Russell a screen on Payne. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. And the Timberwolves with possession.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Jackson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, here's Edwards. McDaniels in the post. Leonard's there. Edwards, that's good.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Jackson with it. Dishes it to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Morris inside. Defended by Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards with the block.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's the way you play defense. Anticipated the hop step, beat him to the spot, and able to get the call.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jackson against Russell. Up top, Morris. Back to Jackson. Here's George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Oh, here's Edwards. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First 2.
Clippers on defense. They trail by 1. Here's Russell with the 3. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Out to the right wing. Edwards with the screen for Russell. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jackson finds Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Oh, here's Edwards. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thanks so much, David. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. Plenty of space. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Now, here is Russell. Towns for three. Traps in the tray. Towns has got 6.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
George against Edwards. Out left to the wing. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Stolen by George. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. A 3 from Leonard. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. Towns wide open. And they recover it. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Minnesota. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Running in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Russell against Jackson. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Edwards passes to Russell. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Edwards. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Pass to George. Launches a 3. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
And an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Edwards inside. Back to Russell. Here's Gobert. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gobert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Morris passes to George. Towns with the steal. Pass to Edwards. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. It's stolen by Edwards. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Deep two from Russell. That one wide left. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. Leonard dishes to Jackson. George looking over the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness. Tells you something about his competitive will.
Russell with a wide open look, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Russell does a good job taking whatever the defense avails. He doesn't need to look for other options if he's got a good look.
Jackson kicks to George. Leonard on the wing. The shot from 20 feet away. Los Angeles with another miss.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Towns, he's open. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
It's stolen by Edwards. Nick Daniels with the ball. Leonard picks him up.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Jackson finds George. Driving inside. And George with the stuff.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Edwards against George. Here's Russell with the 3. The shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Nobody near George. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now it's just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Paul George has such confidence in his 3-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's a 2 from Towns. It's stolen by Morris.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
George passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
The Timberwolves, 21.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. That's the groups in the second half for Tyronn Lue.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Anderson tries again, and the layup is up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Wall attack, and Wall slams it home.
Well, it takes elevation to finish like Wall here, and that's not a dunk that just anybody can pull off. You got to have some special ability to do that.
Noel passes to McLaughlin. The shot from the low post is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Wall. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Wall's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Here's McLaughlin. The dish to Anderson. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Prince wide open. No good on the three.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Covington wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Powell. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Minnesota basketball.
Here's McLaughlin. Left side Anderson. Reed with it. Batum's there.
Solid at guarding both post and perimeter players. That gives them great value. Batum's length really bothersome to shooters.
And Wall kicks to Powell. The kick out to Wall. Lock at 6. They swipe it.
2 minutes remaining.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
1:51 left in the third. To the left side wing. Here's Mann. His three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Trying to end the drought. Powered down with both hands.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Kicks to Powell. Pass to Wall. Covington in the corner. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Covington's got 8 points in the quarter.
And we don't see Covington shoot from the corner a lot, but he looks confident bombing it from there.
Anderson outside. Now here's Reed. Defended by Batum. Now Prince. And a missed layup. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Good on the bucket. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Anderson passes to Prince. Back to Anderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. There's 18 seconds left in the third. And here's Wall. Outside Covington. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First 2 fouls.
Batum for 3, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. Edwards against George. Back to Russell. Gobert trying to get open. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Russell.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard the pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Morris for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Towns. Russell a screen on Morris. Towns kicks to Russell. He dishes it to Gobert. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 6. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Jackson passes to Morris. There's the triple. Kept alive.
When George is aggressive now, I think it energizes his whole team.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He kicks it to Edwards. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now the pass to Morris. This is to Jackson. A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 8. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Second chance effort, and he commits the intentional foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First 2.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Russell high post. Jackson on him. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Clippers leading by 8. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Morris. Passes it to Leonard. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Russell passes to Gobert. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Outside for George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Drops in the layup for 2.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
Outside Edwards. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lays it up and banks it in.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Jackson against Russell. Morris kicks to George. Leonard on the wing. George against Edwards. And here's Leonard from 3. Here's Zubats. Left side Jackson. Fires the three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Russell. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside for George. Pass to Zubats. Back to George. Over Russell. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Left side Jackson. Outside George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Fires for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
So the Clippers with the win. It was up for grabs, right? All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Shot clock at 2. Fires in the triple.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Moran against Jackson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Moran against Jackson. George outside. The kick out to Morris. Back to George. Pass to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Zubac. On offense, here are the Clippers.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Morris. Stolen by Bain. Brooks, the pass to Morant. From deep, Bain. And again, Memphis no good. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Just 3 to shoot. Morris can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
George against Bain. Morris outside. Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. Puts it up from 17. Good as the jump shot falls.
Boy, Leonard keeping the game very simple and just taking what the defense is gifting him.
Outside Morant. Brooks outside. There's Jackson with the three. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The three, George. And Morant clears the board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Bane. Right side Morant. And they pick up 2. Morant's got 7.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And it's Jackson on the take. Now here's Morris. Up top, Jackson. Pounded by Morant. The three, George. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Outside Bane. No good with the triple. The Clippers trail. It's George on the wing. Takes a three. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
George for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
Jackson outside. And he drives in. Outside Bane. Outside for Brooks. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. 11 points in the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Jackson down low, pounded by Morant. Leonard for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's all tied in Los Angeles. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Shot by Leonard, no good. Memphis leading. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Now Bane. Back to Jackson. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Six on the shot clock. Jackson with a screen on George.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Moran against Jackson to the paint. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Back to Payne. Down low. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
Payne against George. Kicks it out to Jackson. To end the run. Oh, Adams with the block. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Morris. Pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys BA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. And they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if we find a way to take advantage of half a step more in order to gain advantage on the defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
Morant, pass to Payne. Here's Brooks. Outside Payne. Takes the three. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Jackson with it. Guarded now by George. Adams, the pass to Morant. Back to Adams. Zubac with the steal. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. A minute 37 left in the first half. Morant against George. Jackson for three. Offensive rebound.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Morris on the wing. Brooks against Leonard. 6 to shoot. George for three. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Morant, the pass to Payne. 50 seconds left in the second. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Clippers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
Back to George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
No good on that one.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Outside Payne. Inside. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Back to Morris. Banked it in off the glass. Morris has got 5 now.
Well, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half. in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Man in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Jones. And Williams punches it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Powell. Back to Wall. On the wing man. The kick out to Wall. For three, Powell. Jones grabs the board. Memphis leading. Pass to Tillman. On the wing, Jones. Guarded by Batum. The kick out to Williams. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. On the wing man. Back to Batum. The kick out to Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got his first 2 points.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Clark with it, guarded by Batum. Back to Clark. Pass to Conchar. The three on target from range. Konchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Wall, and he banks in the layup.
So physical for a one. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Outside Jones. To the inside. It's stolen by Wall. Powell outside. This for the tie. Can't hit that one. Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Jones to the middle. Here's Williams. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. Wall against Jones. A minute 15 left in the third.
And Terrence Mann, after being a role player in his first couple of seasons, we're starting to see him get a larger chunk of duties for this team.
That free throw misses. And Brent Terrence Mann has embraced the added responsibility.
Yeah, he plays a great combination of the 2 and the 3 spot. And I just love the confidence that Terrence Mann is building, becoming more of a scorer and becoming more of an attack threat. He came in as a pass-first guy. Now he doesn't pass too many of those opportunities up.
Here's Tillman. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Down low. Here's Williams. Good with the fadeaway.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Ball no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Conchar, covered by Covington. The kick out to Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
1:05 left in the third quarter here. Shot clock at 5. Jones with the ball. Guarded by Batum. Oh, Clark with the slam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Wall, the pass to Powell. For three, Covington. Conchar pulls it in.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
On the wing, Conchar, covered by Covington. Williams in the post. Batum's on him. Williams misses. And stolen by Clark. Pass to Tillman. On the wing, Jones. Back to Tillman. Here's Conchar. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Conchar. Clark. Great positioning on the putback.
And keeping the play alive with his activity. I love the effort.
Ball for three. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front, leading by... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scores now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Brandon Clark out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Williams in at the four. Memphis shooting is around 55% so far. Bain with it. Guarded now by Morris. Bain, the pass to Moran. He takes it in. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Jackson against Moran. For three, George. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his fourth assist in this one. Outside Moran. Pass to Bain. Cans it with nobody near him.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Morris for three. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson outside. Back to Moran. Moran with the slam!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough VA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's George. Fires the three. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Here's Moran. Jackson, the pass to Moran. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Jackson, the pass to Morris. And here's George from deep three-point range. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Moran. Outside Bain. Pass to Moran. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. George for 3. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Brooks. Outside Bain. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Outside Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. George with it. He's picked up by Bain. From deep. Offensive rebound.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Grizzlies.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Now here's Morris. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Morant. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Jackson outside. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
3-point basket.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Leonard outside. The three ball. And it's Bain with the rebound. Now here's Brooks. From deep. Off on that one. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one to walk into enemy territory.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Now, look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him, with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Memphis shooting their first foul shot of the game. On the free throw, no good. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Now, here's Bain. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
So looking it over to the right side. Edwards against Bain. Nifty move. Edwards can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Jackson passes to Bain. To the inside. Here's Adams up and in on the layup.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range of his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Minnesota. Trains it from beyond the arc.
You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Now here's Edwards. He dishes it to McDaniels. This one for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Bain passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down.
Putting on a show. Jackson Jr. showing you what a big man can do with the rim.
Outside, Russell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Towns for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here is Edwards, following the score by Memphis to stop the run. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Right side Jackson. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Edwards pitch to Russell. Edwards with the screen for Russell from deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by Adams.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. No good from outside.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
It's stolen by Edwards. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. The kick out to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. 5 to shoot. It's Morant in the corner. And another miss by Memphis. Edwards against Bain. Edwards passes to Russell. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. Here's Russell. Here's Towns. Adams, a nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Jackson passes to Morant. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Bain passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown 3-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And Morant throws it down.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Russell passes to Towns. Russell a screen on Jackson. Towns kicks to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. Jackson against Towns. Jackson passes to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Now Bain. Bain. 6 points for him. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here is Russell, trailing by 10. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bain. Here's McDaniels. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Richard, safe to say you were a pretty good defender in your day, so tell me, who was the most difficult player you had to defend?
I've had to guard some of the best scorers in NBA history, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, but there is nobody like Kevin Durant. His height, his skill set. KD is probably the most unguardable player we've ever seen.
All Hall of Famers. Wow. Passes to Russell. Edwards with the screen for Russell. To the left wing. Pocket 6. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Jackson, a screen on Edwards. It's Jackson with the drive, and the dunk by Jackson.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Towns. Outside Russell. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
With the gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Bain drives in, and he jams it with authority.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Pass to Towns. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Russell. Drops in the breakaway layup. Russell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the D there by Russell? Just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose and kicks it up off the fast break.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam. For Memphis, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Outside Edwards. The pass to Russell. Towns, the screen. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Shot from the inbound. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
They're going to switch the call, and that concludes the first half. Grizzlies lead by 7, and we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
21. The Grizzlies, 28.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bain.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Torian Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's McLaughlin into the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Prince finds Anderson. Prince against Williams. from 13. And Jones pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Anderson can't get it to go.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Concho. To the paint. Anderson with the ball. Williams picks him up. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Reed. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Green passes to Jones. Kicks it to Clark. Here's Conchar. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he's good on the three ball.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Over to the left wing. Here's Conchar. Lets it go with a three. And Danny Green hits from deep. Green's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Anderson outside. Over Williams. Anderson can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Green dishes to Jones. The kick out to Williams. Passes it to Concho. Back to Williams. There's the three. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Minnesota's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Going to high school in the LA area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of DJ Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
That three off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 8. To the inside, Noel, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
1:06 left to play in the third. Down low, it's tipped. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it, the fast break chance. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. And he sinks the second. 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. No points in the game yet for him. Jones, the pass to Williams. Reed with the block. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Noel. Here's Anderson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Back to Green. He kicks to Jones. Outside, Green. Outside Williams. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys. Okay, David, much appreciated. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Green. Williams is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. Here's Conchar. Edwards defending. Williams a screen on Edwards. Conchar off target from outside. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
No good on that one.
At the line for 2.
That one drops. He ties it up.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
Here's Conchar. The dish to Clark. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Here's Clark. They kick it out to Green. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
To the left side wing. A nice shot by McDaniel.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Here's Conchar. It's stolen by Edwards to take the lead. Grizzlies with the rebound. Green with the ball. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Williams. Here's Conchar. 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And here's Russell. From deep. Timberwolves keep it alive. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Sinks the 3-pointer. Edwards got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
The kick out to Williams. The pass to Conchar. On the wing, Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. That one goes. Counted.
He has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Green no good on that one.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Second team foul. At the line for Minnesota.
And the first one drops. And so Russell hits them both.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Williams against Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them the lead.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Edwards with the screen. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Edwards got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
They kick it out to Green. This is it to Concho. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Can't hit from in close.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that. What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Edwards with the screen for Russell. Over to the wing. Here's McDaniels. Brings it from downtown.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Jones looking for an opening. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Williams for 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. Now here's McDaniel. He's covered closely. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job.
It's the NBA on Smitty. Sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in it to one. Morris for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Edwards outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George outside. Morris outside. Back to George. Here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Launches a three. 6 on the shot clock. George, no good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Leonard. George outside. Out to Leonard. This one for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Now here's McDaniels. Here's Russell. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
We just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Jackson outside. Leonard outside. Pass to George. Here he goes. And the jam by George.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Outside for Russell. Paul George pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Zubats. George outside. McDaniels against Leonard. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The three from Russell. Again, Russell missing. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. The layup off target. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. They set the pick. Here's Edwards. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Jackson against Russell. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. George outside. Leonard right side. Leonard on the wing. Over McDaniels. And that one hits the back iron. The Timberwolves trail. 58 seconds left in the first quarter here. Towns passes to Edwards. Oh, they need this. Doesn't go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard, good. Leonard's got 5 now.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
It's McDaniels on the wing. McDaniels, a screen on George. Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
First team foul.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Jackson outside. Morris outside. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second team foul.
He misses the free throw.
Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And the Clippers with the ball. And George launches it from deep. And so it's Los Angeles leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Russell from outside. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Morris outside. Pass to Jackson. Tipped. Transition, and there's the lob, and it's Towns with the power finish.
And this is the chemistry Towns has with his guys. He recognizes when to go for alley-oops. I love it.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
George against Edwards. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one is off. Ooh, nice D from George. Leonard outside. George outside. Pass to Morris. Now Leonard. George outside. Back to Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. George's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Outside outside McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Up top, George, guarded by Edwards. George against Edwards. Now here's George. Defense right on him. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Some changes for Minnesota. Noel comes in for Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Jackson finds Leonard. Back to Jackson. George left side. Leonard outside. Pass to Morris. Now here's Leonard. Clock at 4. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Jackson, pass to George. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Minnesota.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Pass to Towns. Back to Noel. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. It's George on the wing. Morris on the wing. Releases. Zubats controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Inside. Here's McLaughlin. Tipped. Pass to Leonard. And here's Morris. Zubats finds George. Now here's Jackson. Back to George. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the...
The Clippers, 17.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Marcus Morris making an impact in this one.
And you can say his performance goes beyond the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Torian Prince. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Jackson outside. Out to Powell from the arc. Reid with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Puts up a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Wow, Anderson still has that little hitch in his jumper. But nice work off the catch and shoot.
Here's Jackson. Here's Batum. Reid with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Noel. Now covers. An open look for Reed. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Up top, Jackson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Batum finds Jackson. Here's Powell. Here's Covington. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. And it's McLaughlin missing.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
George for three. Buries it from three. George has got 7 points.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Leonard for three. They get the rebound. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Morris. George outside. From deep. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, leading everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And here's George. Leonard with the ball. He's got 5. The kick out to Wall. Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to George. Back to Morris. George with it. Leonard outside. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
Love the finish through contact. Kawhi is even stronger than he looks.
Reed with it. Reed, a screen on Leonard. Here's Prince. 5 to shoot. Will it go? It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
McLaughlin, shot is good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And the Clippers call time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
The Clippers making a switch here. Batum is checked in for Zubac. Covington comes in for Morris. Man, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Powell in for George. Reed, a screen on Powell. Here's Noel. Off the mark there with a 3. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Batum. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy. He does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor.
Here's Prince, guarded by Batum. Pass to Anderson. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Russell from outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 9-point cushion. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Clippers in the lead. So on the floor for the Clippers, Wall and Powell of the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's man in at the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. And for Minnesota, they're shooting around 35% from the field so far. Russell against Jackson. Edwards for three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Towns from outside the arc. Edwards against George. Shot is good by Edwards.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Russell against Jackson. For three, George. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
When we talk about George's confidence, when you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Jackson finds George. The kick out to Morris. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on George. Oh, hammer it home.
That hurt. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And Leonard, here we go. And he lays it up and in. And the Clippers lead by 11.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
Russell against Jackson. Russell, that's good.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
George outside. The turnaround jumper. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Pass to McDaniels. Got a hand on it. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Towns passes to McDaniels. 3-pointer off the mark. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Back to George. Pass to Zubats. George outside. Clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And Edwards slams it in.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Jackson, the pass to George. McDaniels against Leonard. Pass to Zubats. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Outside Edwards. Russell a screen on George. Edwards. Can't hit from in close. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. George for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Left side, Russell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Pass to Towns. Leonard comes up with a rebound. Russell against Zubats. Leonard outside. Morris on the wing. Back to Leonard. From behind the arc. Towns with a rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And Edwards slams it in.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Jackson finds George. Leonard outside. Back to George. Leonard outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Can't get it to fall. So the Clippers win it. All right, Alec, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.